Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're heading to a place wrapped in a deeply mythical atmosphere. Long before it was saddled with modern stereotypes, this city was known by a much more majestic title, the Golden Shell.
Yep, we are talking about Palermo. It's a city known to the world for its mafia, but known to history for its extraordinary, eternal beauty. We're going to address that elephant in the room right away, politely push it aside, and get ready for a breathtaking look at centuries of unprecedented cultural fusion. Because to really understand Palermo, you got to look past the modern headlines and dive straight into its deeply layered, magnificent past.
Okay, let's dive into this timeline. Palermo isn't just one city, it's a stack of civilizations spanning an incredible timeline. Starting all the way back in the 8th century BC, the Phoenicians first settled this spectacular, fertile gulf. Then came the Arabs in the 11th century, followed by the Normans in the 12th, the Swabians in the 13th, right up to the dramatic Baroque era of the 17th century. And here's the thing, each conquest didn't erase what came before it. It just built right on top of it. This diverse sequential layering is exactly what created the magnificent Golden Shell.
Section 1. Heart of the Golden Shell, featuring Quattro Canti and the Cathedral. Let's start our journey right in the physical and historical center. Because of its incredibly mild climate and abundant water, this magnificent gulf has been an exceptionally fertile epicenter of life since those early Phoenician days. Today, the heart of the city visually represents that beautifully layered history. Think about the Quattro Canti, the four corners, with its breathtaking concave Baroque lines. And just behind it sits Piazza Pretoria, crowned by a 1463 fountain decorated with dozens of pagan and mythological statues. Oh, and of course, standing watch over the whole city is the majestic cathedral, built in 1185 by Archbishop Gualtiero al Famiglia. If you pass through the monumental 15th century city gates, you'll find this grand structure housing the tombs of great Norman kings and the legendary Emperor Frederick II. Moving right along to Section 2, the Arab-Norman Golden Age.
So, when King Roger I conquered the city, he didn't just smash the old symbols of power. Actually, he took the Arab emir's palace and made it his own, sparking a brand new European artistic epicenter built entirely on cultural fusion. And this brilliantly illustrates that shift. You have original Arab architecture, like the Kuba, known for its aesthetic design and incredibly advanced ventilation, ingenious airflow that kept the grand halls of the Ziza Palace fresh and pleasant for resting kings. Then you see the Christian adaptation. The Normans took that genius Arab structure and expertly adapted it for Christian worship, creating stunning hybrids like San Giovanni degli Eremiti in the mid-12th century. It's just a brilliant mix.
This fusion reached its absolute peak inside the royal palaces. In the 12th century Palatine Chapel, your eyes are immediately drawn to the micro details, specifically the incredibly strict blessing gaze of Christ Pantocrator, or the ruler of all, executed by master Byzantine artists. But when you zoom out from that dominant, imposing figure, the tone shifts entirely. You're suddenly surrounded by light, vibrant, incredible rooms, like the richly frescoed Yellow Room, or the soaring 15-meter-tall Pizan Tower, which was built specifically for grand royal audiences.
Section 3. Masterpieces of mosaics and marble at the Montreal Cathedral.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer staggering scale of what we're looking at. Stepping slightly outside the chaotic city center up to a soft hill where the city almost seems hazy and distant, William II built an absolute masterpiece in 1174. Its simple, massive exterior is actually deeply deceptive. It almost tries to hide the miracle inside, giving you just a tiny hint of its grandeur through the intricate bronze doors carved by Bonanno Pisano. But inside, we're talking 6,500 square meters of pure gold-backed mosaics depicting the entire Bible. To put that into perspective, this magnificent, overwhelming interior is actually larger than St. Mark's Basilica in Venice. Literally every single corner explodes with blinding, refined beauty set against pure gold.
And let's keep that awe alive by zooming back in on another crazy number, 228. Just outside the basilica is a perfectly square, 47-meter Benedictine cloister. It's surrounded by exactly 228 intricately carved double columns. And no two columns are exactly alike. They are adorned with gold, gems, and mosaics depicting everything from biblical scenes to fighting animals. And tucked away in the corner, a magical, exquisitely refined fountain shaped like a palm tree, perfectly evoking the fairy tale atmosphere of ancient Eastern gardens.
Section 4. The Baroque Transformation. Fast forward several centuries, and Palermo completely sheds its medieval skin for dramatic, intricate beauty, favoring intense emotion and incredibly ornate details. As the city evolved, a narrative of increasing grandeur just took over the streets. Take San Domenico, a massive, towering monument completely rebuilt in the 17th century, or look at the strict, perfectly preserved facade of Santa Teresa. Over near Quattro Canti, the magnificent Church of dei Teatini boasts an interior entirely smothered in richly carved precious marble. And we absolutely can't forget Lo Spasimo, now a grand, haunting ruin, sure, but once a site so incredibly important it actually housed Raphael's famous painting, the Madonna of Lo Spasimo. But hey, Palermo isn't just an open-air museum of pretty buildings. Its history was built on dramatic, explosive human conflict. Picture this rapid sequence of events. It's Easter Monday, 1283. Evening prayers at the Holy Spirit Church. French soldiers stationed in the city make the fatal mistake of insulting local Sicilian women. The reaction? Instantaneous. A violent island-wide uprising erupts almost overnight, a fierce revolution known as the Sicilian Vespers, which ultimately expels the French from the island entirely. The very stones of Palermo are soaked in this kind of intense, fiery history.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 5, Pulse of the Sicilian People.
Architecture gives us the skeleton, right? But to truly grasp the city, we have to feel the pulse of the Sicilian people today. And wow, that pulse is loud. It's in the Vucciria market, where you are bombarded by a chaotic symphony of sounds, vibrant colors, and unforgettable smells that are absolutely essential to understanding the local soul. It's in the grand temples of music, like the massive 19th century Massimo Theater. It's in the lush 10-hectare botanical garden, preserving rare plant life since 1785, and you definitely feel it in the deep, enduring devotion found high up in a cave on Mount Pellegrino, at the spectacular Baroque sanctuary of Santa Rosalia, the city's fiercely beloved patron saint.
This fiery spirit, it's passed down through generations. Picture the traditional pupi, the famous Sicilian marionettes. Imagine the booming, energetic voice of the puppeteer echoing through the crowded streets. You fight for love, and not for the defense of the holy faith. Angelica is mine! No, she is mine! It's this sudden, lively cultural vignette that just proves the dramatic, romantic heart of the city is still wide awake and beating strong.
So, I've got to ask you, what truly drives the enduring, fiery passion of the Sicilian people? Is it the historical clash of conquerors? Is it the pride of surviving centuries of changing empires? While connecting the breathtaking historical art we just explored to these spirited modern traditions reveals a people who are deeply, fiercely proud of their beautifully layered identity. And this vibrant energy spills right out of the city center into the beautiful outskirts. Just a quick tour around the edges shows us Mondello, with its magnificent bustling tourist beaches. Then there's the mysterious Isola delle Femmine, an islet holding the dark legend of a forgotten women's prison. And Sfericavallo, a charming little fishing village that's become famous for its unique, mouth-watering gastronomy. It's a frantic but incredibly beautiful energy that surrounds the entire bay, buzzing with life from sunrise to sunset.
So, the crucial point is that Palermo is a city of extremes, from brutal conquests and bloody rebellions to the creation of some of the most serene, golden artistic masterpieces in human history. As the noise of the traffic fades, an eternal night falls over the monuments of the golden shell, making them look hazy and frozen in a long past time, it leaves us with one final thought. With thousands of years of layered history beneath its streets, what forgotten stories still wait to be discovered in its shadows? Keep learning, keep exploring, and until next time, stay curious.